In 1590, a British sailor returned to a colony he had left 3 years earlier. 117 men, women, and children gone. No bodies, no blood, no signs of battle. Only one thing remained, a word carved into a tree. CROATOAN. Nobody has fully explained it since. To understand what happened, we need to go back to 1584. England was desperate. Spain controlled most of the New World. The gold, the land, the power. Queen Elizabeth needed a foothold in America, so she sent Sir Walter Raleigh. Raleigh organized an expedition to a small island off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. They called it Roanoke. The first attempt in 1585 failed. Soldiers ran out of food. Relationships with the local CROATOAN tribe broke down. They abandoned the island and sailed home. But England didn't give up. In 1587, a second colony was sent. This time, not soldiers, families, 117 people, men, women, children. One of them, Eleanor White, gave birth on August 18th, 1587. Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. Everything seemed promising, but supplies were running low, so the colony's governor, John White, Eleanor's own father, sailed back to England to get more. He promised to return within months, but that departure would last 3 years. John White arrived back in England in late 1587 and immediately ran into a problem. War. England and Spain were in open conflict. The Spanish Armada was coming. Queen Elizabeth banned all ships from leaving England. Every vessel was needed for the war effort. White was stuck. For 3 years, he could do nothing but wait, knowing his daughter, his granddaughter, and 114 others were alone on that island. Finally, in 1590, he got on a ship and returned to Roanoke. Everyone he had hoped to find was not there. The settlement was completely empty. Houses were gone, structures dismantled. No furniture, no tools, no bodies. But there were no signs of panic either. No rushed escape, no destroyed belongings. Whatever happened, it seemed planned. Then White noticed something carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN, and on a nearby tree, Crow. Before leaving, White had agreed on a signal with the colonists. If they left voluntarily, they would carve their destination. If they were in danger, they would carve a cross. There was no cross, so where was CROATOAN Island? Just 50 miles south. White desperately wanted to sail there, but a storm was coming. The ship's crew refused. They turned back to England. John White never returned to America. He never found his daughter. He never found Virginia Dare. He spent the rest of his life never knowing the truth. So what actually happened to the Roanoke colonists? Historians have debated this for over 400 years. Here are the most credible theories. Theory 1. They joined the CROATOAN tribe. This is the most widely accepted explanation. The CROATOAN people were friendly. Unlike other local tribes, the colonists may have simply integrated into their society. Evidence. In the 1700s, the Hatteras people, descendants of the CROATOAN, claimed to have white ancestors. Some had gray eyes, an unusual trait. DNA research is ongoing. Theory 2, they were massacred. The Powhatan Confederacy, a powerful alliance of tribes, may have destroyed the colony. In the 1600s, the Powhatan chief told English settlers he had ordered the Roanoke colonists killed. He even showed them bronze tools, possibly taken from the colonists. But if everyone was killed, why no bodies? Why no blood? Theory 3. They tried to sail home and sank. The colonists had a small boat. Some historians believe a group attempted to cross the Atlantic themselves and simply didn't make it. But this doesn't explain all 117 people disappearing. Theory 4. Starvation and drought. Tree ring data from the area shows 1587 to 1589 was one of the worst droughts in 800 years. Food would have been nearly impossible to find. This may have forced them to scatter, or worse. In 2020, archaeologists made a breakthrough discovery. A team found English artifacts 50 miles from Roanoke, a food storage jar, and a slate writing tablet. Exactly where CROATOAN Island was. It wasn't proof, but it was the closest anyone had ever gotten. The search continues today. The CROATOAN Archaeological Society is still actively digging, still searching for Virginia Dare, still searching for 117 people who simply vanished. Over 400 years later, we still don't have a definitive answer. And that's what makes Roanoke so terrifying. It's not that something dark happened, it's that we may never know what. If you want more dark, forgotten history, subscribe.